Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Mass Appeal. I'm Seth Stephan.
And I'm Ashley Cole. Thanks so much for joining us this morning on this Tuesday. Terrific Tuesday.
Now, we're starting inside, but we're preparing to go outside because there's a lot more to aluminum foil than you might think. You can use it to cook an entire meal, including dessert. You prep it inside, but then you do it on your grill. No muss, no fuss. Cleanup is easy.
The best part is you just throw it away.
Little of this crumple,
not your meal.
Toss. No.
No, don't throw the
Save
meal
that
away.
for later. Yeah.
Throw away the aluminum foil. Easy
Either
cleanup.
way.
Joining us to show us how to do it is Chef Bill Collins from chefbill.com, and you are going to share your chef secrets for cooking grilling using aluminum foil.
Yes, it's actually the easiest thing in the world. It was first discovered in Boy Scouts when we used to call it hobo packs, but I think it's been going back long before that. But that's exactly what you do, is you throw, if you have just a campfire going, you throw it right in the coals. Since most of us don't have campfires in our homes, you can work with a gas grill, charcoal grill. It's just a great, fun, easy way to do it. You can do it in advance. It just has not only great advantages of ease of use, the food's great too.
A friend of mine, Josh, he actually puts this on his grill every time before he cooks burgers. You still get the grill marks, and you don't have to scrape the grill.
Yes, Josh is a wise man.
Yes.
Because there's
Well
so
done,
many
Josh.
ways of doing
Wise
that.
man.
But also, we can get to cleaning grills later, but there's so many easy ways to do it. But yes, Josh is right.
So now we're starting with prep.
Yes,
so we have 3 sheets
We
here.
have 3 sheets, and actually I'm going to start with the smaller ones. I'm going to start with the chicken because we're doing 3 things today.
Right.
Now you'll notice, you'll notice that the aluminum foil, there's 2 sides to it, shiny and dull. You want to, if you remember, do it shiny side up. The shiny side is going to be folded inside. That's because it's going to be just a little bit hotter. The shine will reflect onto the hot food, and it'll give you just a few more degrees of warmth and help with the cooking.
Great.
So, we're going with chicken thighs here. You can certainly use chicken breast, boneless and skinless.
Did you have to trim those at all, or is that how they came? Just like that?
This is how they came. When they're
Okay.
boneless and skinless, they have varying degrees of little bits of fat on there, little bits of the skin. No big deal. That's perfectly fine and adds to the flavor. I prefer to go with thighs when I'm grilling or doing over the fire because they stay moister, a little more flavorful because of the fat. But it's not like it's a fat bomb, but it's dark meat works well. But a chicken breast, which is leaner and healthier, also works very well too.
Great.
So I'm just going to move this out of the way, and it's as simple as putting on some salt and pepper. And I've already mixed up the salt and pepper here. Be generous with this, and
Okay, because I always hear like you want to not put too much because you can always add more, but you can't take it away.
Absolutely. So I didn't put on half of a salt lick on here,
Okay.
but I did put on, I'd say with all that sprinkling on there, that's probably less than 1/4 teaspoon for 2 of these. So it's not a huge whole lot. So now I've already got some chopped up garlic, and I'm going to put it on here. And now for a little white wine. And I see, Seth, you are ready for the fun part.
This is the lemon.
The lemon. And just squeeze that. Actually, it's
This
counterintuitive.
side?
Yeah, it goes down that way. It's counterintuitive. Just drop it on there and give a good squeeze.
Now I noticed you don't have to use any cooking spray for this?
No, not for that, because there's so much. You can if you want, but because there's so much liquid in here, this shouldn't be sticking all that much.
Great.
So now I'm just going to reach over here, and I'm just going to take, just for garnish, I'm going to put.
Oh, that's going to look nice.
It's good, exactly. And so there are a few ways now. I got quite a bit of liquid in there, and so just fold it up.
It seems almost as if we're not going to be grilling it now, almost steaming it in a sense because there's so much liquid on the bottom.
That's exactly it. And oftentimes you can go with much less liquid because I put too much wine in there. But this is not going to have charred marks on it like coming off the grill. It's not going to be browned. It will be browned a little bit from the heat from cooking, but it's not going to be a grilled look to it. You're not going to have grill marks. But that's perfectly fine.
Now, do you have to let it marinate at all, or can you just throw it right on? I mean, granted, the grill's kind of far away right now, but you can just throw it right on the grill?
You can throw it right on the grill, but also you can do this a day ahead. And so if you can get all of your food ready, especially the chicken beforehand. So yes, you can do it a little bit ahead, that much ahead.
You're speaking my language now.
And you don't want to do it 2 days ahead, though, because the acid from the lemon will kind of make the chicken all tight and stringy.
But when you come home from work,
just throw it on the grill.
throw it on the grill.
As Seth likes to say, set it and forget it.
I think that was Ron Popeil who made that famous.
Really?
But I'll take credit if you're giving
that was
credit
you.
away.
He likes to say it.
I love to say
Exactly.
it.
So now we've got the potatoes. These are going to go in here, and whatever amount you want.
See, I know this week's going to be hot and humid, so if you have to put the oven on or the stove on inside, no thank you.
Yeah, no thank you.
Exactly. And so just fold that over.
A little
That's
oil,
it.
salt, and pepper?
That's it.
And what about vegetables? Can you grill vegetables easily?
Oh, this is the vegetable. This is made for vegetables. In this case, I'm just doing some potatoes, but you can put on red pepper, onions, whatever vegetables you have in there. I do like to avoid using summer squash and zucchini because those can be just so watery and they can break down. They cook much quicker, so the other vegetables might be a little undercooked. Those will be already cooked through, so I like to avoid using those.
Okay.
What's going on here?
Dessert. What I've done is I've taken an apple, and you don't think of apples in summer, but they are still around, and I've got a mixture here of brown sugar, some cinnamon, and some walnuts and raisins, so pack in a little bit.
So baked apple.
Baked apple. And to have it on the grill, and this is just so easy to do, and it's done. Actually, that needs some Pam spray in there. I didn't put it on there, so I'm going to be unwrapping that.
We'll unwrap, we'll do it again, and that's it. So we're going to make those 3 things.
Those 3 things are going right in the grill, and by the end of the show, we're going to be eating well, because these take 20, 25 minutes or so, and that's it.
Well, then why don't you head up there?
No dishes to clean.
No dishes to clean up
it.
at all. You can even skip plates.
You could.
Yeah.
Just eat it off of this, let it cool down a little bit?
Yeah.
Perfect.
You can, absolutely.
So we'll see you outside.
I think we'll be outside.
Sounds great.
Don't go anywhere because we're going to cook it up outside a little bit later, but what about...
Welcome back to Mass Appeal. So we were inside preparing our food. Now we're outside at the grill, which is a good place to be. I'm with Chef Bill. He's from chefbill.com, personal Chef Bill Collins. So Chef Bill, we used aluminum foil for our entree, our side dish, and our dessert.
Yes, it's absolutely simple. Let me show you what we've got going on. We have here's the entree. This is the lemon chicken. No, yeah, the lemon chicken. I almost said fish. Lemon chicken with the lemon and garlic. Here I've got roasted potatoes, and I'm just turning those over a little bit. And over here I've got the baked apple. So entree, side dish, dessert.
So easy.
It's the easiest thing in the world.
And then if you wanted to, you could even, if you wanted a vegetable, you could even throw some corn, or what else would you suggest?
Oh, anything. You can throw corn, so many things. Corn go directly on the grill. You can wrap it up in the foil. It'll still brown quite nicely. I like a combination of potatoes, onions, peppers, and roll them around. And the great thing, too, especially if you have a lot of people, is you can do so much of this ahead of time or in stages. All the vegetables, you can do those earlier in the day. You can do them the day before. Serve them chilled, serve them room temperature. The chicken, you want that hot, you can do that towards the end. So if you have a large grill, you can probably get 8 or 10 packets of chicken on there.
That's the thing. If you want to make a dinner for a lot of people, sometimes you're limited if your pan is only so big.
Exactly.
But this is a great way to serve a lot of people. It's easy, and the best part is you're not scrubbing pans after. You're
not scrubbing pans before, during, or after. It's the easiest thing. You prepare everything earlier in the kitchen. You come out here to the grill. You don't even have to do plates if you don't want, because when we open up the foil, you're going to see that it's going to be, you can use it as a plate. And I did want to talk one thing about this, because you can see with other things in the kitchen, you can look at it and see if it's done. And this, you can say, well, how can you tell when it's done?
I just see a lot of aluminum
There's
foil.
There's a lot of aluminum foil. When is dinner? And I'm going to give you 2 answers. Dinner is either 20 or 25 minutes or so after you put the food on. Now, what happens if you check it at 25 minutes and it's not ready? What you want to do is have some extra foil on hand, and so you break open one of the bags and you say the foils, and you say, not quite ready. Take a fresher piece. You don't have to take it out of that one, and just fold it over the existing one and pop it back on for a couple more minutes.
But it is okay to open it and check it. It's not like if you open up your foil packet, you're letting everything go.
You're not letting everything go, and you have to say, okay, we can't have that one keep on going and guessing. Absolutely, the food is still good. It's just not cooked all the way through yet. The reason it might not be cooked all the way through is all grills are different. This one actually runs a little bit hot. That's perfectly fine. So you want to keep an eye on things. It'll cook a little more quickly. Some run cooler, or if you're running a charcoal fire, those are different from fire to fire. So this way, you're in control, and you're not trying to guess, say, well, Chef Bill said 25 minutes and it's not ready yet. It might be 30 minutes, it might be 20 minutes. This way, you've got the variation of the fire is not a hindrance. It can get you ready when you need it to be.
Right, exactly. And that's the good thing about it, is that you can, really plan ahead, and you can check it, and so it's not like it's there and you can't see if it's cooking or not. You can always check it.
Exactly, and you're only talking maybe 5 minutes. It's not like you're talking, gee, dinner's not ready, everybody has to wait an hour. You're talking just minutes, because the reason the food cooks so quickly is you've got thin pieces of chicken. It could be either diced up. We've got chicken thighs here. You could go with chicken breast. The potatoes are cut up. They're cubed into small pieces. It's not a whole potato, and so all of these things are things that cook quickly anyway, so it works out well that way.
Another good thing too is if someone doesn't want chicken, you can do the same thing. Just put a piece of fish in there with the same toppings and cook multiple meats or
Exactly.
proteins.
Exactly. And everything. Exactly. And people have what they want to have, and if they don't like something, you can leave it out.
And another good thing, you don't have to scrub your grill after.
Not at all.
High five, Chef Bill. I can't wait to cook with my foil. All right, we're gonna check in. We're gonna open those foil packets and see how good it all looks in just a bit. So stay tuned.
The lunch is ready, dinner's ready, we're all set to go. And no dishes to be done, and we're good. We've got the chicken is done, all the food is done, as promised, about 25 minutes foil packet on the grill, and so we're ready to have dinner.
All right, now did you have to take a peek and then put it back on, or was it done?
I did. Actually, this one is repacked. I wanted to make sure, because also different grills have different temperatures. So this way I wanted to make sure, and the timing was perfect on this grill. So that's why, as you'll see, this is going to look like that it's double wrapped, because it is. Oh, look, there's another one inside.
Oh, wow.
So this way, and actually, I'm just going to open this up.
Oh, that looks good.
And you can see we've got the chicken breast there.
Moist.
What a good idea with that lemon on top. Now, if you can recap, Chef Bill, what we did with this lemon, I mean with the chicken, you know what I'm talking about.
Absolutely, yep. And we started with heavy duty foil. You don't want to use regular foil because that is guaranteed to rip. You want heavy duty foil, and in this, the lemon chicken, we had lemon juice, white wine, garlic, salt and pepper, and that's it. So you can put so many different things on here, and even if you serve it on a plate or right there, just a little bit of garnish, got some fresh scallions, you can put Parmesan cheese, anything you want, but it's that easy to put together. As you remember from the first earlier segment, if this was a minute, that was a long time to put it together. So
right, you're right.
It's very fast.
And I love the no dishes. See, if I was having a party, I'd keep these inside. I would make everybody eat out of the foil.
Well, maybe the white wine juice. Just be careful that you don't spill it in your clothes.
That's right. And so now you've got that part done, and so now we've got the potatoes.
Oh, that looks so yummy.
And so we're going to open this up.
And the potatoes was just oil, olive oil, salt, and pepper. That's it.
Yes, and also I put in the recipe that's on the Mass Appeal website, I also put down paprika. And the reason I didn't put the paprika on is I forgot. But
it's still going to be great.
That's the thing.
It's
It works
okay.
out so well.
I love how you're so easy breezy.
You know, because this is summertime, you're grilling, and I'm tearing this open quickly. Now, these were ready about 10 minutes ago, but I left them on the grill because they're just going to continue to get a little softer. And you'll see there's some browning going on from being so close to the direct heat. And just tear that across.
Now, if something were to get stuck, does that oftentimes mean that there's not enough oil, maybe, or just that they've dried out?
Neither, actually. Well, it could be both. But in this case, that's just that it was so hot and the direct heat, so a little bit of sticking, not a bad thing, because you see they're not burned, just a little bit of sticking. And there was enough olive oil in here, so that kept them moist and kept them from sticking from the very beginning.
And when you're dealing with starch, too, it does have a huge tendency to stick anyways.
Oh, absolutely. So, so you've got the potatoes, you've got the chicken, and we've also got the dessert coming up in just a moment.
Yes, okay.
So, and that I've got right here.
Ashley, would you like a bite while we wait for dessert?
Yeah,
Here you go. Take a potato.
Well, thank you, Seth.
I, too, will have a potato.
Ooh, it's crispy.
Also warm.
Not too warm.
And so now my potato is tipped over.
Your potato or your apple?
My apple, thank you.
I didn't know for a second. It looks like a potato.
You know, because I really don't know one fruit or vegetable from another.
But doesn't it look like a potato? It's
great.
an apple.
And that's a golden delicious apple. You can go with a tart apple like a Granny Smith, whatever you want. And inside here, I've got raisins, nuts, brown sugar, and due to the terrificness of live TV, I also forgot to put the cinnamon in. So you can sprinkle some on top. We've got it back in the kitchen, but it's terrific as it is.
Good.
You know, it's really good.
And throw some vanilla ice cream on this. Perfect hot day food.
Vanilla ice cream, whipped cream, even just don't even go to the effort. Pour a little cream over it as well, and it's even less effort. So it's all just so easy. And if you are cleaning up, you've got a plate to clean up.
Clean up.
Throw
it
exactly.
away.
We're done. Chef
We're
Bill,
done.
Thank you so much. Tomorrow on Mass Appeal.